I was gonna say no, Richard.
Can you hear me? I can rap, but I'm not that good, so I'm not going to. I really enjoy listening to hip-hop music, and there is a downside for me in that a lot of the music is quite crude about women and sometimes insulting. So do you think that your music isolates women and prevents us from listening to your music compared to men?
At times.
At times? And do you think that's okay?
Yeah, because I do it to men too.
You do it too?
It isolates men too. I don't discriminate.
Isolates men?
Yeah, at times. How many songs you hear? I don't fuck with you niggas. I don't fuck with you. It's the same thing. Fuck you dudes. Da, da, da. It's just that we diss men all the time. I don't think it's a point of. You really want to talk about the Rita thing? Is that what this is about or something?
Sorry?
Or is this about is this like a woman, justice thing about Rita or something like that? Is that what this is?
No, I don't listen to Rita Ora.
What do you want to battle me right now or something? Like you just like loud aggressive.
Do
like
I seem mad?
is that not aggressive?
I do enjoy your music, but I just think that it's
I agree
wonder
with you.
myself. I'm listening to Tyga and I'm thinking, I really enjoy this music, but should I listen to it if it's rude about women or it's making us seem like objects? Should I still listen to it if I don't agree with what they're saying?
Well, that's a question that only you can answer. It's all about your preference.
What do you think? That's my question.
I would definitely highly recommend you listen to my music.
If you were a woman, would you still?
But here's
make
the thing. Well, if without justifying all those rappers, what I will say is, speaking for me, I only speak about my experiences. At the end of the day, I'm not here to talk about the difference between bitches and women. I don't, for me, what I will say is, when we make music, we articulate. I'm 26. I've met a lot of women, but I met a lot of bitches. I don't know what you. Well, I speak about both.
Am I a bitch or a woman?
I don't know you well enough to tell.
Damn.
I don't get why she had.
And pause. He had a crazy ass line too. Yeah. So pause for ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky. That's Rihanna's baby daddy, huh?
Yes, it is.
Wonder how
yes, it is.
I think he heard the conversation correctly. I just don't know what he thought the woman was supposed to respond with.
Who? ASAP? What are you talking about? She asked the question.
I'm just saying, it looked like she wanted him to respond with something else. It looked like she was looking for a different response than the one he gave.
She absolutely was.
The issue saying, so you okay with it? So you okay with it? Like, nigga, what I just say? Like,
but you know what's weird? You got options. You don't have to listen to his music. There are plenty of artists, good artists, who don't use words like that you could listen to. You could find them. You could get, I don't know how the Apple world works with their music, but I would imagine that it's just like the Android where we can hit the E, and if you don't want to hear it, then the explicit words are gone. So, I mean, what are we doing? I don't think they're going to take that out of music.
I would have asked one simple question. I'd have been like, do you listen to Meg Thee Stallion? Do you listen to Taylor Swift? Do you listen to Cardi B? All of them have said derogatory shit about men, and I'm sure you don't feel no type of way about it.
Listen to this.
I don't think that was her issue. He must have said something specific.
No, she said that she likes his music. She has it.
She said something about rude about women.
So does he not speak?
So again.
Let me ask you a question. So in his, because I don't know. So he made it very clear that there are bees and then there are women, right? In his conversation, does he also make that clear in his music that they're not all one?
Yeah, I guess I get what you're saying. I think in this music, I've heard his music before. For the most part, he doesn't really make contrast on who is.
I think that's probably what she was. I think that
you just say bitches.
So I think that conversation that she was having with him on the stage, he was able to say that there are different people, right? But it sounds like that's not what he does in his music. This is the first time he's ever singing. That's why she said, well, do you think I'm one? He said, well, I don't know. So what it sounds like in her mind, he thinks that all women are bees. But today, which is the day that they were talking, he's clarifying that no, all women aren't bees. Some of them are women, but maybe that was not said in the music. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
Right, and I don't think
basically
that's
what
the
he was
whole
telling her
game.
was when I talk about bitches in my song, that's exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not calling all y'all bitches. I'm saying these
Right, but
hoes
he's
out here.
clarifying it now.
Yeah.
But that's the conversation she's having now. But I'm asking you, in his music, does he make that clear? So would she have already known that prior to the conversation she's having with him right now? I'm asking.
Nah,
This I know.
he don't make it
He don't
clear.
delineate between the no.
Yeah, he's not drawing a difference.
People should be able to make whatever music they want, right? That music,
I don't agree with
if
that.
you feel offended by it, then it's not for you. It's not for you. He didn't make that for you. If that offends you, that burns your ears, don't listen to it. It ain't for you. But you're not going to tell me how I'm going to release my art. I'm going to consider what I feel like considering. And there is a mass group of people, which is why he has the overwhelming success he has, that want to hear him talk just like that. And that's fine if you don't want to. Don't listen to it. But you can't tell me how to do my art, and I'm extremely successful.
So
Nah.
is it okay for it? So is it okay for people who are white people to bash black people in their music if it's their art?
Ooh.
Yes, it's freedom of speech. Now, you're going to have to deal with those consequences.
It's relative, it's not absolute. So with that being said, so how would that be if you're about to say that there are consequences? Why would the consequence be different when you're
Well, the
bashing
consequence
one?
isn't different.
The people who people won't listen to you, right? So if you do something that offends a mass amount of people, then you're going to be missing that audience.
Yeah, they just cancel you. Like there's been plenty of black artists that got canceled over some wild shit that they said.
The baby canceled right now.
The
Right,
baby's done.
What is the baby scene? And I didn't know Lil Baby and the baby wasn't.
Oh, he was at a concert and he said something that he shouldn't have.
LGBT
About a particular group. Yeah.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah, the baby.
In a while.
Yeah.
Ain't he the one that shot somebody in Walmart?
He got new shit. It's just no longer being promoted.
Yeah.
He got a new song out right now that released like last week, and it's just not being promoed.
Yeah, if you can write whatever music you want. Oh, what up, Chicago? Really?
Chicago in the building.
You're on mute.
Oh, I know. Y'all niggas had me punching the air earlier, man. I said, JR, send me that motherfucking link. Give me that link. The hell y'all talking about over here, man? I'm listening right now, so I see y'all. I thought, JR, there's another clip of this artist out of London. I'm gonna see if I can find it. This young lady asked him, I think he's a professor too, but she asked him about saying the N-word. And he goes through he walks her down. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I think I might can find it for you.
Yeah. It's a powerful clip, but I just, I'm paying attention to the conversation now, so I ain't want to disrupt.
What was your? I know you was passionate. What was your thoughts on the conversation earlier, Rilla?
I agree with you. When you was japping out, dude, I was right there with you, fam. Man. Because every other community gets to gatekeep and say what's acceptable for them, except for us. So with us, it becomes, well, if we say it, everybody can say it. I'm sure we know that in the alphabet community, right? They have terms that they use for each other, and they're terms of endearment, but it's like the F bomb, right? Is one of them, right? Rhymes with maggot. They say that to each other.
Oh yeah.
Neither one of us can go in their community and say that to them, and nobody's telling them, "Hey, it's just a word. Chill out, guys. Why are you so upset about that? He didn't call you. I mean, he didn't mean it, right?" But we have to gatekeep ourselves. We can't go to the small hats and tell them, "Oh, why y'all tripping over what happened over there in Germany? That was years ago, man. It's just, it's just words." But when it comes to us, it's like a ton of scrutiny. Why we so upset about the word? Listen, I know my grandma, not necessarily, I don't use that word in her presence. I wouldn't use that word in the presence of elders. But that is our word, man. Like, I don't care what nobody's saying, fam. That's our word. That should be very simple to understand, especially when we have these conversations. We say, well, Black people are not a monolith. That's right. It's nuanced. It's complicated. Why do we keep trying to oversimplify things and put everybody in a box? No, that's our word. I can say it to Marcus. You cannot. Period. And if you do, you run the risk of getting mollywopped. Period. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that.
So how you feel about saying it in the presence of
I agree with you there.
Not black?
That's cringe. So for people that don't look like us, I agree with you there, Trev. When I lived in Atlanta, the dudes that I knew that was like in music, and we would be like either, let's say, Atlantic Office or UMG or Sony, and they would be having these conversations around these people that don't look like us, the sun seekers. They'd be having conversations around them, and they let it fly. They calling each other, ooh, blah blah blah. And at first they be, the people be sitting there looking like, awkward, right? So I agree with you. I think, how it used to be, where it wasn't prevalent, it wasn't a word that was used outside of our community, outside of our homes and stuff like that. I agree with you. In public, it should be a little bit more restriction. It should be, but again, Trev, the further we get away from community, because remember, we're in the age of exceptional individualism. So I'm going to do what's right for me and mine, and it doesn't bother me, so I don't care. But you should care, because eventually it will impact you. Because regardless of whether you want to believe it or not, we're all still in community. We're all still grouped in together. We're all still lumped in. You can move where you want, do all those things. We're still in a type of community. So no, I agree with you. I don't think we should use it. That's cringe, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I hear people talking like that in front of other people that don't look like it's cringe. I don't think we should do that. But again, these conversations are very nuanced. It's very complicated and it's very nuanced, man. So, I just don't understand why when it comes to us, like, we oversimplify it. And then it's like, well, I don't get it. It's just a word. Like, that's insane to me.
What I don't get is why everybody got an opinion when we don't be in their business saying shit to them about what they got going on.
I heard you say that too. That's like you going to Little Italy or Ukraine Village. What y'all tripping on over here, man? Y'all tweaking,
That's not my community.
Exactly.
Like, even if I move over there, even if I hang out with them, I still, I don't know. I got respect for other people, right? So if whatever they doing, that's what they doing. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. I'm not going to interrupt their thing. I'm not about to say that their music is now my music. They style of dress is now my. If I emulate them, I will pay respect while doing it. I won't be telling them what it means to be Ukrainian. I won't be telling them what Ukraine is supposed to dress. I won't be telling them what's acceptable with Ukraine, and then turn around and say, you know what? This is just our culture. Motherfucker, who? Like that shit crazy to me.
I don't like being around people all the time. No, I just like you know how men always speak about peace. I like that as well. And sometimes that means I don't want to be around you all the time.
Okay. You know what I found out about that? When someone actually finds a mate that they are compatible with, you can have peace with another person. So if you find that you don't have peace with the individuals that you were with, they probably were people who you should not have been with in the first place.
I don't have tolerance for that drama.
Not to say you never, and not to say you don't get your own few. You have a little separate area that you do your thing sometimes. But if it gets to the point where you feel like just their shared presence is sometimes taxing or a burden, then it's like, damn, you probably should have never got with that particular individual.